One of the stories that come to mind is about Tamara. She came to us about 3 years ago for her ultrasound, decided they were going to parent, so she started our Earn While You Learn classes with her pregnancy. She was very faithful, attended all of her classes when she was supposed to, worked really hard in the program to be able to earn things for her baby, and just really worked hard and is still working hard to get her life together. She's a very sweet and unique person, and all of us at the center have really come to know her and just love her heart and love her love for her babies.
I am from Serbia, but I grew up in Italy. You see, the pregnancy center, I found it by, it was an accident finding it online, and I moved here in 2014 and with no family, nobody. I'm here all alone. It's a classic cliche story. I got married to an American soldier stationed in Italy. He got kicked out of the army for drugs, and it was just a really long journey for me to try to make our relationship work, between going to getting him to detox and everything else. He chose the drugs instead of his family, so I just found myself alone. So I was directed to the pregnancy center by the women's shelter, Bridges, and they became the family that I didn't have here. They helped me with figuring out what is my next step, what to do, how to live, how to function, being, alone with any kind of support, really, because, my family, it's in Italy, they will want to help me, but how can they help me? So I divorced, and then I went into a rebound relationship because I was all alone, and I guess I didn't want to be alone. And that worked out for 4 years until COVID hit, and I found myself with a person that I thought I knew, but I didn't. When I got pregnant with my daughter, my relationship was going great. And when the pregnancy got to the point that, you could see it, my relationship started just going down the drain, pretty much. It was terrible. There was a lot of violence. There was a lot of, not just physical violence, but also mental violence. And I would just feel like that I did something wrong the whole time. And that was really hard to get out of that. And I was scared to leave, because when you're in that situation, you're again, for once more, alone, and you have made the wrong choice. And you decide to stay, which is not the right thing to do, but you decide to stay, and that was probably the darkest moment of my life, realizing that I have chosen again the wrong person. Because I always find somebody who needs savings. I'm a rescuer, I just want to help people. That's my calling. And I work a 12-hour shift, got home. At 3 a.m. my water broke and I had my daughter. He was at home, not working. And so it didn't work out, and there was a lot of violence, and the pregnancy center did help me a lot with realizing that, I don't deserve to be treated like this. Stephanie is one of the ladies that works at the pregnancy center. She has given me the courage to go and pursue what I want to do. So even if I always had this problem with having ADHD, I always had the problem of being scared of failing. So that's why I would never pursue anything and go for it, because I would be scared to fail. Well, she was always there. She called me anytime I needed. I called her. She was there. She was a person right behind me. I knew that she was there to catch me if I was going to fall. And so I was able to get my license. And she pushed me to go and do my GED, which I did. And actually, September the 1st, I'm starting nursing school, because I had somebody to actually be there for me when I needed to. I needed that support, just words, just being there and listening to me. That's the major thing when you're alone and you don't have anyone. Life is hard. It's always hard. But just somebody being there, just somebody having just someone to remind you that, you did so much. You are doing it. It just takes time. Everything takes time. Stephanie has been with me all the way, from when I started, the whole way. And it's just something that, to me, it's amazing. She's an angel. I know that she will always be there. Whatever, even if I just need, a word of reassurance or something, I know that I can, find a friend in her and find somebody to just tell me, hey, everything's gonna be all right. That's all that matters, really. Because when people find themselves alone, sometimes it's really hard to get to that point where you can look at your life with a different perspective instead of seeing just darkness. Just having someone, and sometimes when you're alone, you are not able to get out of that like view, So because of that, having someone, it's amazing. It's a miracle. It can completely change your life.